Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of congregational humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is firstunitarian.org. I'm David Breeden, Senior Minister. Welcome.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to our multimodal assembly for Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Whether this is one of your first times to be with us, and I know we have many visitors and newcomers here today, or you've been with us many times, we are so glad that you are here as a part of this gathered community, including all of these musicians. We are glad you are here for this very special morning. If you're online, we invite you to please make use of the chat to check in with each other. For those of you in the building, please join us downstairs in the lower assembly hall immediately after assembly for some refreshments and conversation and lots of ways to share what's going on in this vibrant community. There are a few things that I want to lift up for you today that are happening in the building and coming up. One is our UU The Vote crowd. There are right now about 8 to 10 people who are down in the library. They've been there since about 8:30 this morning, signing letters and postcards that will be sent out en masse in October to voters who would otherwise be unlikely to vote in states where we really need people to get out to vote. And we're hoping to send some 7,000 postcards from this congregation. I know. Wow. We need everybody in on this project. We are aiming to get the designation of a good trouble congregation. We're getting into some good trouble. Now listen, this is easy to do. Most Sundays, folks are going to gather here, either before or after assembly. There are some house parties that are going to happen where you can show up and write, just address postcards together. It is so easy. They tell you what to do. And you can do this from home. So check our Friday email. Be sure to hone in on the Friday email for the details about it, about what's happening that week. And if you have any questions, check in with Anita Martinez or Erica Bovey or Jenna Hutchison. They'll get you set up. And y'all in the library, we are so proud of you and thank you for doing this. After assembly today, if you're new around here and would like to find out more about how we do things, you're invited to our Welcome to FUS session. It'll be in my office at noon. That's just down the hall. It'll also be online, and I'll put the link in the chat shortly for that. Next Sunday is our flower celebration. I know. It's a big deal. So here's how it works. You bring a flower, and then you take a flower, a different one than the one you bring. And we'll have flowers all across up here. It'll be quite lovely. So it's a great way to kick off your Father's Day weekend, if that's something you celebrate, your Juneteenth weekend, if that's what you celebrate. Come on to our flower celebration next Sunday. I think that's enough from me. Let me just say that the music today will be loud and rocking. The first two numbers are likely to be the biggest sound. So if you have a hearing aid, you may want to turn that down so nobody gets hurt. And then it mellows out. This is all the music of our wonderful interim music director, Ted Olsen. Yeah. We're so glad to have you here. Come, let us gather in assembly.
I just wanted to thank everybody. I thought this would be a nice capstone to my tenure here. Yeah, we're bringing Music Sundays back to FUS. Something I've only heard legend of. So don't worry, I know people wanted to hear some violins, and I finally got some violins today. This music is kind of crazy. I feel like it fits together as sort of one idea. The first song was actually recorded in December 2019, and it was a piece where it didn't fit into anything I had kind of been doing before. Kind of like an indie rock song, but also sort of modern jazz, but sort of not. And then the pandemic hit, and it's like, well, I guess I'll just hunker down and try and write some music. And Aby and I worked on a lot of stuff together, and the last song that we're going to play is a co-write. So a lot of these songs have just lived on my laptop for like 2.5 years. It's really until this week, so it's really crazy to hear them out loud. And then the second song, Bright Star, is a setting of a poem of a mutual friend of Eric and I's, Sophia Leenay, poet who's in New York City. And yeah, the third one is another one of mine. So a lot of this sort of a maxim that I like to think about when I'm writing, I like these words from Khalil Gibran. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the selfsame well from which your laughter rises was often filled with your tears. So a lot of this music ends up sounding sort of bittersweet, where you acknowledge both the balance, the yin and the yang of the joys and the sorrows. I'm getting it in today, Kelly. Fitting in the joys and sorrows. So yeah, there's just a lot of experimenting with tension and release, appealing to emotion and also curiosity. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. And we got Eric Mason back on vocals. Remember him. And also Aby Wolf singing on this first song called Parallel.
Walking south down that road, river flow, parallel to the stories that we tell. Tomorrow, here's the hoping, here's the dreaming. I'm all yours for a while. Take my hand and let your body fall down. The water's not that bad tonight. We'll swim until the morning breaks. We're floating down a stream that falls down. It's easy to pretend. Easy to pretend. Yeah. It's October, making moves, making plans, making strides. When it's over, we'll find a place to hide together for a minute, for a moment, for an hour. What's the time? C'est la vie. Let's take another dive. The water's not that bad tonight. So we'll swim until the morning breaks. We're floating on a stream that falls down. It's easy to pretend. walking south down that road. Could have had such a damn good time together for a minute, for a moment, for an hour. What's the time? Say la vie. Let's take another dive. The water's not that bad tonight, so we'll swim until the morning breaks. We're floating on a stream that rolls down. It's easy to pretend. There we go.
Mason.
Aby Wolf and Ted Olsen.
Here at First Unitarian Society, we light a chalice in our services to remind us that we are creating a space here together that is time out of time. Today we do so remembering our second aspiration. We aspire to pursue wisdom through reason, science, art, and the stories of civilization. We are also a covenanting congregation. We make promises to each other of how we will be together. Please join me in sharing these words of our covenant. Love is the spirit of this place, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
All right. We are not baffled by a little change. No way. No way, no way, no way. Well, I want to share first the lyrics of the next song, and then a little poem. Bright star, star, please permit me to stand like you. Not alone, just immobile, patient, observant, witness to water moving, a holy task to do nothing, contemplating fallen snow. To feel for forever the sweet movement just at waking,
forever still in a sweet insomnia, yet to listen to tender breath and living thus always, or if not, vanishing, dying. And this is a poem by Ron Wallace called Blessings. Blessings occur. Some days I find myself putting my foot in the same stream twice, leading a horse to water and making him drink. I have a clue. I can see the forest for the trees. All around me, people are making silk purses out of sows' ears, getting blood from turnips, building Rome in a day. There is a business like show business. There's something new under the sun. Some days misery no longer loves company. There's rest for the weary. There's turning back. There are guarantees. I can be serious. I can mean that. You can quite put your finger on it. Some days I know I am long for this world. I can go home again. And when I go, I can take it with me.
Stand still like you, not alone, just immobile. Shine above the night, eyes always open.
Thank you.
Music Sundays have long been a tradition here at First Unitarian Society. We are not conventionally religious, in case you haven't noticed already, for those of you visiting. We are congregational humanists, and from the beginning, humanists have thought of religions as another form of human art. And so art with a capital A is kind of what we do, and so part of our religion is creating and enjoying art. So thank you for being with us today. I do need to mention that we do need money to keep our place going. We don't pass the collection plate just now. The easiest way to do that is to go to firstunitarian.org and click on the Give link at the upper right corner. You can also go to PayPal, the Vanco mobile app, or you can even give us a check. How about that? For those who are in the building and you would like to contribute, we do have an electronic kiosk available after the assembly today. And thank you all for making FUS possible. The lyrics for Dusk. I started to comb through your letters again. Autumn turned gray and a cold rain had settled in. Your words feel permanent. The clouds are washing everything away. You started to ask about having soulmates. Do they exist, or are we calling chance fate? On every side of us, darkening daylight slips away. Off of this island, you take my hand, the arc illuminates. And a little piece from Zadie Smith. Stop worrying about your identity and concern yourself with the people you care about. Ideas that matter to you, beliefs you can stand by, tickets you can run on. Intelligent humans make those choices with their brain and hearts, and they make them alone. The world does not deliver meaning to you. You have to make it. You have to make it meaningful and decide what you want and need and must do. It's a tough, unimaginably lonely and complicated way to be in this world, but that's the deal. You have to live. You can't live by slogans, dead ideas, cliches, or national flags. Finding an identity is easy. It's the easy way out. Stop worrying about your identity and concern yourself with the people you care about.
Welcome up some more musicians for Dusk WSQ. Abby, please. And how about, I forgot to say this, how about a hand for the pianist on that last one, Mirjana Motova. And we've got joining us on violin, Sarah Grimes, viola, Matthew Mindeman, and cello, we got Esther Seitz. How about a hand? And I'll tell you about the woodwinds later.
started to comb through your letters again. Autumn turned gray and a cold rain had settled in. Your words feel permanent. The clouds are washing everything away. I imagine you next to me, soft and open, your heart so wide awake. Remember you kissed me right on that train, Brooklyn bound on a late October day. The sky was infinite, the sunlight melt ephemeral and serene. I'm coming back to you, let's sing electric in that crazy scene. Washington Square, November 29th. At dusk, come find me there. You started to ask about having soulmates. Do they exist, or are we calling chance fate? On every side of us, the darkening daylight slips away. We sit by the fountain, you take my hand, the arch illuminates. Dancing candles on warm-blooded skin. Joni starts strumming, you take a sip of your drink. I can see into you between the shadows and the light. We become entangled violets blossom intertwined, slept all through the night. Early morning light scatters round the room, entangled violets bloom. Tomorrow's December, dusk will come and find us together in Washington.
extinguish our chalice so that we can be sure to get out of the way so Ted can be celebrated here. If you will repeat with me, please, the words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All of these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again. This is from a poem by Lawrence Ferlinghetti called I Am Waiting. I am waiting for my number to be called, and I am waiting for the Salvation Army to take over. And I'm waiting for the meek to be blessed and inherit the earth without taxes. And I'm waiting for forests and animals to reclaim the earth that is theirs. And I am waiting for a way to be devised to destroy all nationalisms without killing anybody. And I'm waiting for linnets and planets to fall like rain. And I am waiting for lovers and weepers to lie down together again in a new birth of wonder. The lyrics for Labat. The sky is turning violet, the orange is gone. The moon will sing us one final song. Lay back with me. Let's retire this machinery, give ourselves to the scenery. Wait, am I wrong? Hold on. Please hang on. We can't stop. Ask not what you'll say. You know what's true. The future is what we make it. Like pillars coming down so soon we may fall by our own hands. In the meantime, let's be kinder to each other. If I can lift you up, then you can lift another. Think we can find the dawn together.
Let me introduce up our wonderful wind section. We have Riley Helgeson on trumpet and flugelhorn, Paul Schimming on bass clarinet, and Alicia McQuarrie on flute joining us for the first time. And we have Aby Wolf, who wrote those wonderful words, and we co-wrote this song. Just wanted to give a little program note. So yeah, this is one, we've had a flurry of many emails, phone calls, demos, 2020, back and forth shaping this. And in that year, you know, a lot of us found ourselves in an unhurried and introspective headspace. And in the face of that unprecedented turmoil, and with ample time for a churning inner dialogue, a natural response, I think, was reached by a lot of us, that of despair. So this mood unfolds during the unhurried first portion of the song. However, as if snapping out of a dream, we get pleaded with, please hang on. Don't succumb to despair. Later on, still in an unresolved state, the strings wrestle with this question. Is the sky turning violet? Is the orange really gone? Eventually, they reach a conclusion that dawn has arrived, and hope begins to appear. But this isn't a saccharine resolution. There's still glimmers of dissonance that remind us of the struggle we've been through to reach this. Again, with Gibran in mind, the self-same well from which your laughter rises was often filled with your tears, and sunlight will prevail.
the foggiest way back to the car. Just dust so far ahead. Maybe this time, this is where our bodies land, and we succumb to sand. The sky's turning violet. The orange is gone. The moon will sing us one final song. Lay back with me. Let's retire this machinery. Give ourselves to the scenery. Wait, am I born? Come on, hold on, please hang on. Oh, we can't stop. I know what you say, so say it, listen now. You know what's true, the future is what we make it. White pillars coming down soon. We may fall by our own hands. In the meantime, let's be kinder to each other. If I can lift you up, then you can lift another. Think we can find the dawn together. Sky is turning pale. We can find the dawn together. Sunlight will prevail. Violet surrender. Sky is turning pale. We can find the dawn together. Sunlight will prevail. Violet surrender. Sky is turning pale. We can find the dawn together. The sunlight will
All the goosebumps. So good.
You too. Great job.